Hey guys, so I'm back out in the shop and I'm all ready to do my wiring now. I got all my gear together here. This is the Sabertooth 60 amp motor controller. That's 60 amps per channel, 120 amp surge, so it should be way more than enough for those motors. Those motors are rated for 26 amps at rated. So it's half the current that this thing is rated for, so it should be plenty good enough. Got all my gear together, heat gun, DVD player with a Mike Tyson documentary, soldering iron, turn that on, and wire, and all my other stuff is scattered around the shop. One thing I'm diverging from his plans here, this is his latest plans, where he's got basically a joystick for control and just a couple of buttons for the tilt adjust and the dead man switch. And I decided to go a little bit different route, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try something a little bit different, and that is I'm going to go with PlayStation 2 controller, and we'll see how that works. Now, I found a library for the Arduino that does the PlayStation 2 control, and I'm going to try it out, and if it doesn't delay the balancing code too much, I'm going to leave it in. If not, then I'll go back to this method. But it's a little bit less, or it's easier wiring is what it boils down to. Like I can just have, this plug into the box and have all the controls in one hand for what it's worth. One thing that might bollocks me up today is the little accelerometer here, and that is he specifically states that he wants you to use shielded cable for it, and I was hoping I could get away without doing that by mounting it inside the box, but I was going through a lot of his descriptions and he recommends mounting it right in line with the axles. So that would put it, well, in his picture he had it on the right hand side facing backwards, 4 holes on the bottom facing down like that basically, and as vertically as as you can make it realistically. So I'll probably have to weld a little bracket down here for it, and hopefully I've got some shielded cable. I'm not sure if I do. I don't think that network cable will do, because network cable doesn't have a ground around it, but I might have some older multi-wire cable lying around, which certainly would do me perfectly fine in that case. But I'll do some searching around and see what I've got. If not, then I'm going to be going to Sale Electronics tomorrow. Regardless, I can still do everything else. I really should be using some anti-static precautions, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm trying to figure out how I want to mount some of this stuff in here, but it doesn't really matter. I think what you'll do is you'll just see what I do in the end. Sabertooth is going to go in there. I'm going to have to open up some holes in the top of the box, and I guess I'll just cover it with mesh. So what I'll probably do is cut out a hole in the side. I wonder if I can, no, you can't really butt it up against the side there. I'll cut a hole in the side here, and one in the top, and I might just actually make a little aluminum duct around it so that it can ventilate it. This is plastic, so it's easy enough to cut things up. I can do it probably with a knife. In any case, I'm rambling on. I'm just avoiding starting to do this. So I'm going to do this. I don't know how much of this is worth showing, so I'm probably not going to show a lot. But regardless, you'll see the end result for sure. Well, not a lot to show for, I don't know how long I've been messing around with this. Just have basically everything mounted and a little bit of the Sabertooth connected up here, but I was having trouble. This is the connector for the PlayStation controller, and it just didn't agree with this, and I'm bringing it out, so I'm going to have to put it this way, none of the colors match what that is, so it was a good thing I checked this out. Now it should be the mirror image because that's the pinout of the output of the PlayStation controller, but nevertheless, yeah, even taking that into account, it's all wacky. So, set me back a little bit of time. I'm going to see if I can wire this up. I had some extra wire from that was from an old extender, cable extender, and it is shielded, so I'm going to use this for the accelerometer, and I have a good 2-3 feet going here, but nevertheless, woof. Anyways, on to the next movie. It's one way to keep entertained, but anyways, probably that'll annoy YouTube to show a screen there. Regardless, I'm going to continue with this, see if I can at least get this wired up. I'd like to get the accelerometer wired up as well, but no guarantees here. Okay, so that's as far as I got tonight. This thing is pretty much ready to go. I just have to have, this is the 2 different sources of power for it. 3.3 volts, and this is the 6 or 7 volts, I guess it is. Yeah, 7 to 9 volts is what the book says there for the vibration power. What that really doesn't, I don't really need that for those things, but we'll see. I might end up hooking it up. In any case, that's it for tonight. One other update, but I'll do it as a separate video. Thanks for watching, guys.